why did the leader of the opposition choose to talk about Singapore's politics, not in Parliament, not on a local podcast, but on a Malaysian show, hosted by two ex-ministers? That's the big question that's got the ruling party on edge. The People's Action Party, or PAP, has accused Workers' Party Chief Pritam Singh of making a deliberate choice that could invite foreign interference, all because of a single interview. In a commentary published on June 30th in PAP's party magazine, Petir, the author questioned why Mr. Singh decided to give what they called his most comprehensive post-election interview to a Malaysian podcast, not to local media, not even to a Singaporean platform. The podcast, called Keluar Sekejap, is hosted by two former Malaysian political figures, Khairi Jamaluddin and Shahril Hamdan, and was recorded in Malaysia. PAP questioned whether this was just platform preference or if it crossed a deeper line. The principle that Singapore's domestic politics should be debated and decided by Singaporeans on Singaporean ground. To strengthen its point, PAP brought up former opposition MP Chiam See Tong's famous quote that Singapore opposition politicians should never go around the world denouncing Singapore. They also pointed to three recent incidents involving the Workers' Party. First, its past interactions with a religious teacher named Nur Deras, who publicly supported WP during the 2025 general election. Second, allegedly misleading statements made by WP candidate Harpreet Singh about PAP's views on having a minority prime minister. And third, endorsements of WP candidates on social media by Malaysian politicians, which PAP says may influence voters along racial or religious lines. So now they're asking, is Pritam Singh really consistent about his principles? Or does he turn a blind eye when foreign voices support his party? The PAP stressed that there's a long-standing understanding between Singapore and Malaysia. Political leaders from both sides do not comment on or influence each other's politics. That boundary has been respected for decades. And as PAP puts it, politics should stop at the water's edge. But the Workers' Party has responded strongly. They say the PAP is simply opposing for the sake of opposing. WP explained Pritam Singh is not a government minister, and there is no law or rule that stops him from speaking overseas, not even as the leader of the opposition. If there are such rules, they should be made public. In fact, the party claims that the public reaction to the podcast has been mostly positive. They say Mr. Singh spoke frankly and fairly about Singapore's politics without attacking the country or its government. Interestingly, WP claims that even some PAP members privately said Pritam did well after watching the interview. Some even posed for pictures with one of the podcast hosts when he visited Singapore. WP also pointed out what they call a double standard. PAP leaders often appear in interviews with foreign media outlets and talk about Singapore's politics too. These clips sometimes go viral and are shared widely online. So, if that's not considered foreign influence, then why is it different when the opposition does it? Now, here's something else that stood out from the interview. During the 90-minute chat, Pritam Singh said he has no intention to become Singapore's next prime minister. His goal, he said, is to normalize the idea of having a strong, credible opposition in Parliament. WP, he added, is not aiming to form the next government right away. Instead, they want to win about 1/3 of the seats in Parliament. That way, they can keep the ruling party in check while still giving it space to govern effectively. But if the government goes off track, then WP would be ready to expand its role. So, what do you think? Was Pritam Singh simply being open and engaging with a wider audience? Or did he break an unwritten rule by speaking to a foreign platform about domestic politics? And does this signal a broader shift in how Singaporean politicians connect with the public, both locally and beyond? If you find this interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, 2230.